Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Yoshi, and welcome back to the somewhat tedious but really interesting grind, actually, that's been free mode. I'll tell you right now, I think going for 100% free mode is actually a nice challenge, just because there's so many random P-switches and stuff to hunt down. Very much forces you to explore the entire map. Anyways, yeah, that's what we were doing. My name is Yoshi, and you're watching my true 100% playthrough of Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2, where in the last video we used Princess Peach to get quite a few collectibles. Now we're going to do AZ, and we're going to use outfit I think I saw one of my friends using quite a bit with Daisy, which is also the Oasis outfit. And we need to match her to our actual correct car, which I believe is all the way over here. Carpet Flyer. There we go. Now we're just matching characters based off of and so this will look really cool. We're not really caring about the stats because almost any car could win in free mode. It's just different. Ideally though, you probably want acceleration characters more than others. Anyways, the last video, something very special happened. We got every last the last of the question mark block panels in all the different tracks, which means we are now officially done with one of the collectibles. If you look at the map now, you'll see that that has been goldened. That is actually a recent change. They did not add that in originally. Like, they originally did not have this at all. Instead, okay, interesting. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to actually retry this mission. Anyways, yeah. Okay, this one, we can get a better start off if we go from Mario's starting point, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do this to make it easier. I know we did already use Mario, but remember, we could just change our character immediately.
Yes! Let's do this!
There we go. Now we're back on. I'm just gonna follow where they're going right now. Not gonna lie, trying to save my movements with the guy is a bit tricky. But yeah, in the last video we finished off getting all the question mark block panels. So now we're basically focusing on getting all the P-switches and all the other stuff, which assuming we did what we did the last time, they are now basically in the open world now exclusively. And not generally near any tracks. There might be a couple that are left near tracks, but other than that, we've probably gotten most of those already. I believe you need this to get up here, actually. Ah. Okay, well, we found the right spot. But we did not angle that perfectly. If we just hold up, actually, might work. Yeah, okay, we went there, we're fine. Okay, that was tricky, but we made it just barely. Whew, that was a close one, and somewhat tricky one, too. Okay, this one's back on the main road, so we'll hop back there briefly. Ooh, nice. I think we're gonna want to go this way. Oh, yeah, we actually think we went the wrong way there. Okay, we'll just Oh yeah, this is in a completely different side, actually. We need to go down this pathway, not the other way. Thankfully, we're still pretty close to it. Yeah, alright. We weren't that far off. We just headed in the opposite direction of this, but we're fine now. Anyways, not much else to talk about other than that, for obvious reasons, we had to do these part a bit differently. Come to think of it, I haven't really explained 200% in a while. You're probably wondering, why do we have to say it as true 100%? What's the difference between 100% and true 100%? Well, that's because of a trick in both the cups and knockouts were. Apparently, this happens in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well. I just never noticed because I always did them in the order, but starting in that game and also Mario Kart World itself, whenever you do the hardest difficulty and get 3 stars on it, or even just any form of rating, it then applies that rating to 50 and 100cc as well. So guess what? You 3-star mirror mode in this case, you basically already 100% the entire game, because the game assumes by that point that you must have done the others anyways, so it just applies 3 stars to everything. Back in the other game modes, you have to actually go in and individually 100% each of them. And that was back then where 3-starring anything was actually pretty tough. And it was quite a bit different looking at it now. In fact, I can only imagine the struggle of players have now trying to go back to the first game that had star ratings, which was Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I did own on the Game Boy Advance. Very tough game. I think I've only got like a couple of 3 stars on it. Never actually managed to get the full 3 stars. There is a very unique reward in the form of a full complete new background change whenever you do the intro. Basically, on the title screen of that game, it'll be night. Normally it can be either morning or evening, like sunset, if you've gotten all the golds on all the tracks normally. But if you've done them and also gotten 3-star, then it turns night as well. That is by far one of the hardest challenges anybody can hope to accomplish in a Mario Kart game, and only a few have actually done it. So over time, they've nerfed it to be a little bit easier. We, in particular, had it to where you just had to beat a certain time on each track and win all races to get 3-star. And then they nerfed it even further on this. Okay, it wants us to go past a... Nah, apparently. But we're pretty low down. I say we probably need to raise our height a bit. What I mean by that, I mean by we need to go up top and then maybe follow the ramp for that. Because it's showing a railing, which we're not even close to. So we first need to find that. Okay, we're not gonna use this. Let's keep this in our back pocket for a minute. This actually almost took us... Interesting. Taking this path took us back to where we would have started anyways. Wow. Okay. Okay. That was lucky. Whenever we find a P-switch, our items will reset anyways. So my goal right now is to find edge on here. Okay, so we ended up having to go around anyway. So not much really changed. We just took a slightly different path than usual. The fastest way to actually do this is to just go to Mario Kart Circuit. How would I have known? It's pretty high up, you know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see now. You have to land on that very precise spot. Maybe I should use this. Okay, maybe that's not trick, actually. Let's just try walking off instead. Okay, well, it's not too far away, actually. You wonder why I'm not using this? I simply don't want to change the costumes. That actually reminds me, you can do something unique if you don't want to change costumes. You can choose it to where dash food doesn't transform you. I honestly don't mind changing, though. So maybe I'll just reload now. Yeah, like, now that I've gotten this coin, maybe I should just reload now by going to Desert Hills instead. So I'm in a different area. Anyway, I think the most interesting part about this game so far has been actually trying to go over and get 100%. When that's tougher than, like, the main driving, you know something's wrong if you're new. I'm not saying that to be weird, because to be fair, this game has a lot of flaws in it, I've noticed. It still looks pretty. I think that's one of its bigger advantages, is that it does have a really big graphic scaling, considering this is one of the... Considering this console can run at either 120 frames per second, or run with very high graphic scaling. Both look absolutely amazing to watch. Of course, we're not playing on HD monitors, auditor, and obviously for recording, we just naturally get locked at 60 frames per second, so we can't really see either or. Although I think with the new 4K capture, you can at least get the HD quality, which is not bad. So, I think that's what we can see, but everything else we cannot see. Anyway, going back into it now. That is definitely an advantage though, like having the HD quality and does make it look way better. At least compared to if you're just doing a direct graphics comparison between this and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Even that feels a little off with its graphics sometimes. This one has slightly better detail in it. That does give it a slight advantage. Although, of course, when it went from Mario Kart 8 Normal to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it also did update its graphics too. They were originally even lower back on the Wii U. Because Mario Kart 8, remember, it's 52 years old because it started originally on the Wii U, which is very old by this point, I'll say that much. Okay, looks like we're just gonna kind of go randomly in the desert here for this one. Alright, well now we're starting to track these down a lot better. Honestly, having a guide does make this fairly easy. Without a guide, well, even with a guide, some of these are tricky. But without a guide, this would probably be almost impossible to do. Okay, we must use a feather here. So I guess they expect us to use feathers on certain jumps, because you simply will not make it if you try to do it otherwise. Yeah, we can also jump over that piranha as well, that second one. Right on. This time, I'm actually gonna teleport back. I think that'll be a bit faster than doing this the normal way. Sorry if I do get paranoid by checking my progress. It's just, this late on, I do not want to miss even one collectible. These are the kind of games where if you miss one collectible, get really confused and wonder, okay, where in the world did I miss something? And where in the world am I supposed to find it? That's the trickiness with other open world games, is especially when there's no indication what you got. The toughest part is figuring out when you get to like lap 1 left. Where is that last collectible? Where have I not gone that I need to go and get? For our games, it wouldn't be an issue, because if you have an in-game guide helping you, then it's easy to get that done. Okay, well, I'm better luck at this. Try to pick off here. Perfect. Not bad at all there. Not bad at all. We got for that pretty easily, actually. Okay, we missed that. We need to get that in order to win this. Try and build up a bit more speed here. Some of these trickier ones do require you to do an initial speed build up, too. Let's not pick that time. That seems to work a little bit better. Okay, we need to bounce off that pillar. I can already tell that's what we have to do. It's crazy amount of crazy stuff you can do, though, in this game. Not only can you ride on walls and rails, but you can also bounce off of random collectibles. It seems like you should not be able to bounce out, but you can. And yeah, see, like there, we just bounce off of that pillar there, and that got us to where we needed to be. That was really cool as well. Alright. Okay. What if we just go backwards for a bit? Let's see what this is. It says that it's near Desert Hills. That's telling me that it's probably actually on the top of this area. We could start as Mario and manually make our way there, but again, I mentioned already, I want to try to avoid changing characters as much as possible. So we'll try to stick with Daisy if we can. And this is pretty familiar because we've gone here already for Knockout Tour. Okay, we can't go up here actually. I think we do actually get. I think we're gonna end up going in a general area close to Mario's start point anyways. Just to get to where I believe this might be. Honestly, the trickiest and toughest part of this mode is just trying to figure out where the heck you're supposed to actually go for most of these. Okay, we found this rail that's actually speeding us up quite a bit. I forgot to mention, rails all go the same speed, so if you're not consistent with going through stuff, you get slightly more speed by doing it. Okay, we're just really going back up to Mario's circuit, actually. We have stars here. I'm gonna try and pick up one. Okay, I didn't find any. I found an item that might help us. Might help us out a bit. Jeez, I can't speak today. Yeah, just going where we were before. I just think we have to go slightly somewhere else now. Yeah, we're pretty much back to where we chased that Nabbit earlier. Just now we're on a very high ledge now. Yeah, I think we're supposed to go here actually. I think we need to just follow the cliff. Best I looked at it. Gets a little confusing though when the map just disappears on you all of a sudden. Okay, maybe we are on the right side. Maybe we just need to... It says that it's near Desert Hills, too. Better luck going in the area of Desert Hills. So maybe we actually went the wrong way. This is actually the left side of the zone to go more towards right. It also said that we had to follow a path for quite a bit, which included that rail that we went to earlier. Okay, never mind. We found it. Like I said, we literally were just going in the opposite direction. Now instead of dealing with that, we can actually just reverse back to where we were earlier when we were at the P-switch. And then just play it to get our next P-switch. Saves us a bit of time traveling around here. Now we just need to sprint to the goal in a sea of sand. No idea which one this is. Let's use our mushrooms that we got from earlier first. Oh wow, this also takes us technically through the intermission part of this track, going to Shy Guy Bazaar. Which is crazy. Okay, let's not but except we did anyway. Might just barely have enough time. Okay, yeah, that was a little tight, but also not tight. Okay. I like what this part did, actually. I like that this gave us mushrooms. So I'm actually gonna start it to grab mushrooms, then fail this on purpose. So we won't actually do it legit this time. Instead, we're gonna get this and then turn around while we're still in this challenge. This will give us some mushrooms, which will make the next challenge hopefully a bit easier. And, although it could not be true. Okay, this one seems simple. So now we failed out on purpose. Okay, well, it's not as cheap as I thought. We need, if we wanted to use those, then we should have used them sooner. Oh well. I thought it was funny to give a chance though. Some games, they let you keep moves even if you fail certain parts. This game, apparently not. This is gonna get really confusing if I don't go fast. So let's actually look. Let's actually just go here and pay attention. This might help me out a bit. And yes, this is a trick. You just keep doing this over and over again. Yeah, I think I was on the wrong one, so good for me remembering that. Maybe this is not right. Oh, there. I saw a train. Holy crap, there's a train right here. Oh, okay. No, it was just further back. Okay, never mind. We were going the right way. Somehow we skidded past it anyway. Okay, that works. Whatever. Whatever, game. We made it past. So does it really matter that we got hit there? I think this is close to the Snowy Peaks, actually. Somewhere else. Oh, I see it on the mini-map now. There we go, we found it. Yeah. But other than that, not much else to say except, yeah, we're just doing this mode for a bit. If you're wondering why we didn't do this mode super right away, we kind of did. We saved it for after 50, 100cc just to get those out of the way, so you wouldn't have to do them later. But then we, and that's mostly so that we could have all the collectibles a lot. I did take a break at it, though, twice. The first time was to actually just decide, oh, I should probably show off all the characters, so I went back to get all of the characters unlocked first, which did, of course, also include that having to go back and do all that stuff we missed from earlier. Okay, this time I am still going to abuse it, except this time we're gonna use it to just go for this peach medallion while we're here. Except we're gonna use these right away this time. Just speed this all the way to where we need to be. From the looks of it, we need to get this under a structure of some kind. We'll just start looking at all the structures, probably starting with over yonder here. I think this might actually be the correct one. But now we can't see it because, of course, the game makes this invisible during trials. During P-Switch challenges, all Peach medallions, geez, I can't see today, are removed. And then, now that we failed the challenge, bam, one shows up all of a sudden. Like how because we got it at another time, again, it didn't say the you got a Peach medallion. That it didn't pop up at all. Which is kind of goofy. That can happen. I do trust you guys, though, that we did indeed get that Peach medallion. It just didn't seem... Oh, this is different. This is way different than what I was expecting. This is further off than I was expecting. I like how they call this endurance, because there's just so many ways to slow down in this. This is another one where we kind of probably want to get mushrooms everywhere. Boxes aren't really helping us out. Speaking of straight lines, by the way, so far this has been non-stop a straight line, basically. Almost be our... We almost beat Peach there as well, but that's fine. Again, we just need to finish these. Get what we need. Alright, I'm curious. Where's that on the map? Way far up here, actually. Straight chair, yes. This is the correct one. We went really far up here, because I happened to notice this challenge. Like I said, some of these challenges are easy to find. You don't, like, notice them right away. And others, you won't notice them until very late. It seems, in general, we need to be in this general area. Some of this is out of bounds, though, I'll have you know. So, making sure to actually figure out which ones are right, which ones aren't right, is important. This is actually more near the yellow spot than I expected. Oh, nice. We performed our 1400 trip, which got us another random collectible. I wonder how more of those we actually need. In hindsight, I wonder how many more of those we need. It tells me we need to be around here. best items out there. Oh, wow. Okay, I just looked us back. I think this one will be, honestly, this one will be a lot easier if we actually just decide to follow the main track like we normally would. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's do it now. That was a really good goal in use, actually. If we just stop here at the right time, we can land on this. Here we go. Highest the power of Artist 18 wheels of power to reach the goal. I think that means we're gonna take these trucks and okay, now from here we should be able to go directly left and get another secret. Except it's also in a tunnel, but that tunnel is fairly close by, thankfully. We'll go into that now. Okay, this one's gonna be a bit tricky now. Let's try this strat. Nope, okay. This one might be another feather one that we might just want to use a feather. Get out of the way right now. Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think any of our shortcut stuff lines up. Which means once again we have to farm for item RNG. This is not always fun, not really. Yeah, looking at it now, either we get it off of a train, which is even more random, which we don't even know what direction it comes in. I guess you could also... Yeah, in fact, looking at it now, the game wants you to actually take a rail from one of the other spots into that. It's gonna get really confusing if we just do it now, though, so we'll just start by going back to where we were before, except we'll just try to get a feather. Can farm it a bit faster by doing this. Similar to before, if we didn't get a feather, we could actually just reverse it to the item set and try again, but we did get a feather. So now we're just gonna follow the exact same path we went before, except we're just gonna go straight on the rail. My idea this time is, instead of going... The game wants us to actually follow a train and basically follow it yonder to the point where we can get to a set point. I think depending on where you go, it also sets up the train cycle to be very specific. But we don't have all day, so instead what we're gonna do now is use a feather at a very particular point and just try to barely land on it. Looking at it now, we're probably better off going on the other rail, so let's do that. So now we just have to land this up roughly. As you can see, we have just enough speed to do that. A lot of people don't know that you can cheese a lot of these with your feather, but anyways, normally what you have to actually do, I'll just kind of show it. You pretty much just have to keep traveling on this road for a very long time, to a point where you eventually find a train which you can then follow alongside, then go on top of it, and when you get on top of it, you can just ride that to get your medal instead. It's actually where you got it. Speaking of which, there it is. So it seems like that always goes that way if you start from Desert Hills. So basically, get to the rail, then wait, then go on top of a train to actually get where you need to go. It's a little tricky, but we got it anyway. Oh, perfect. Alright. Thankfully, just following the rail took us right to where we need to go for our next challenge, so that works out. Anyways, yeah. I guess I never really mentioned what I was doing after this, but yes. For specific reasons, for a 200% playthrough, I did do 1500cc on Grand Prix and Knockout Tour first, but after that, I took a break and did this mode. Then I found out I needed more characters, so I went and did that first. Then took a break briefly just to get 150cc done, since I might trade it out. The reason why I took that one is because I thought that this part would drag me out a lot, or drag it out so much that I might forget how to play some of the tracks. So I figured, let's just get 150cc done with before I forget how to play the game, which worked out really well. And during that time, I also did the time trials as well, and did other stuff. If you're wondering why I even did this mode first, though, well, that's because a specific requirement, there's a specific requirement besides getting all 150cc Grand Prix and 1cc Knockout Tour done, where you also have to get 10 of every single collectible. That's right, they actually expect you to do a free-roam mode. Not a lot, but good enough that you need this. And upon confirming it, ooh, there's lots of coins going on here. We have coin coffers as well on the track. It's crazy. It tells me collecting these coins are gonna help us go fast. Ooh, okay, good. We hit that. Sometimes that can be really tough to hit too, occasionally. Oh, perfect. I'm using, of course, the map to look at this, but also other stuff to look at. But anyways, looking at it now, yes, we had to do this because if you didn't get 10 of every single lockable, at least partially done, then you would have to, then whenever you did 150cc mode, mirror mode would actually not unlock. And for that same reason also, it also wouldn't unlock until you've done every single other collectible up to that point. That means, basically, we have to do this mode first, then we do Knockout Tour after that. All 150cc does not have to be free start, thankfully, so you can skip that if you're bored and just save free star for later. Of course, because we're doing true 100% as well, yes, we must do that differently. Anyways, yeah. Is that random, or is that always... Okay, that was just unlucky that that appeared there, then. Okay, missed that. Anyways, yeah. We had to do that, then do Knockout Tour mode, then complete Grand Prix mode, where only after the ending was revealed and finished would it then show that secret scene in near mode would unlock. So if you went through that and didn't do all that, then you would actually have to replay the special cup. Yeah, they actually expect you, if you mess up, to replay the whole special cup, start to finish, again. It does not have to be a win, thankfully, but you do need to at least finish that. Only then will you get the credits again, and only then will mirror mode actually unlock. Any other time, and it'll just not work. I could just retry whenever that gets in the way. Probably easier than just trying over and over again. But yeah. But yeah, so that's actually why I had to do that in a specific way, and also why I took a break to do this mode. Both to take a break from the driving, and also because if we simply did not do this, we would not have unlocked mirror mode at all. It would have just cheated us. Or we would have had to done Special Cup a second time, and no one wants to see me redo cups because of that, and have them be forced as well. Okay, this is getting awkward. So, let's do it. When we get out of the friggin' way, maybe we can get at the spot that I was gonna go. I just need to figure out the way you're supposed to get this. That's how you do it. So I have to do that from a very particular angle or else it just doesn't work. Very strange. Okay, this is... Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, well we can actually just go around in this time. That works. I think they want you to get all these first, probably. Then go around here to get this. Quite a tricky challenge simply because of the route that I wanted you to take. Jeez, even then I finished it very tightly. Honestly, the trick there was just figuring out what to do for that one coin. They made that way tougher than it needed to be, actually. But they also gave you plenty of time for that reason, probably. Okay, well that didn't take too long to find. But yeah, if we didn't do that in a specific way, mirror mode would have unlocked. That's the only reason why I did that, and also to not do this all at once and tire you guys out. But I'm pretty sure you guys also want to see this mode 100% too, so now we're done with that. We're pretty much just gonna focus exclusively on this mode until this is done, then we will do mirror mode. Oh great, we flew too lows. We did not fall high low enough apparently there. Kind of interesting though, we now have to use a literal helicopter to get these coins. If we just not hold anything, what if we just leave it at this in a spot? What happens then? Okay. Maybe controlling the height to be a bit lower works. I don't know how long this lasts. We probably need to do this quickly. Okay, go. We did it before it ran out of field there. Perfect. That worked out just the way we wanted it to. We're already facing the correct direction to where we need to go. Okay. It actually gives a really good hint. This is near basically the gate, which is over here, which is close to where we go into Dry, Shy Guy Bazaar, that is. It is technically the home track for Daisy in this game. Okay. So that means it's gonna be near here. Yep. We found it right away. And we see V-Switch very close by as well. That's probably the next one that we're going for too. I will say, V-Switch challenges do make up a good majority of this mode, I will say. That's a lot of challenges to do. now we have to slip past these Bandon blockades. Oh, anyway, Bandon's also from Super Mario Land, which is originally where Daisy was from, so I guess we're doing a pretty fitting, considering the character we're using. And it took us all the way into Sega Bazaar itself, of course, because we're going secrets, we're not going to do that right now. Instead, we'll keep going on the left briefly. Okay, I want to go on this way, actually. Sometimes it doesn't appear in the map where you think it would be. Okay, where is it actually on the map? Somewhat close, but okay, I think I need to actually be a bit farther up, actually. Yeah, I think we found it now. No problem. Alright, we got to the right side now. Nice. We got that done pretty easily. I think we'll have better luck with this one if we just follow the main path for that. But I see one in the distance now. Get that. Alright, I think we're doing a lot better, I'll say. But anyways, just so you understand, yeah, we're doing this mode now and getting it 100% completed, and once that's done, we'll then go to near mode, which we're gonna see a lot of changes to that specifically because the AI have been nerfed a lot. Everything but battle, that is. Which means they're gonna be easier. Come to think of it, I'm glad that I did the mode while I could have, because that could have been really tough doing it the other time, but I'm also glad I at least got to experience the classic 150cc AI, how tight they are. It really does make it quite a bit of a... We did not have enough speed, we should have just used the mushroom later. It was not faking. Again, how could you know? So I guess that means our best stop just going into here right away. Oh, we can actually take an item from this guy. Let's try that. That might help us out. Interesting. That is not guaranteed. That one is not guaranteed to be a mushroom. Okay, do this, and now we'll chain these. Okay. That should have hopefully carried us close. Never mind. Alright, we must need to take a different path. Maybe the initial start was bad. Something needs to change, because we need to somehow get there. It does say dash wisely. Means we should use these very advantageously if possible. We just found a trick though. I didn't even know. They have to item wrap. This was definitely not here before. So we kind of did a little bit of a trick there. We were supposed to use the dash mushrooms more wisely to get across, but we just got lucky and got a glider ramp instead, so we just completely cheesed that. That was kind of funny. Just completely skipped that whole one. Alright, we're gonna have to turn around now. We want to get around to the next one easily. I think this will be the last challenge we do, whatever P-Switch challenge we do in this video. Or not. Okay, we'll find something different. Looking at, I think it's this one or a different one. Just trying to face her in the correct direction here. Yeah, okay, it's this one. So that did not take us to where I expected it to go. But it did take us to a medallion nonetheless. That tells you need to be more north. Okay, I want to at least look at the sun. That literally took me to the same one we already were at. Possibly we did just go the wrong way. Alright, I'm trying to get this one finished. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Wait, I did this wrong. This is dash wisely to reach the goal in time. So, looking at it now... Yeah, we were supposed to get a different one entirely. Oh, good catch. That means we're doing this one next. The one I found was that... I knew something was off. The one I found was actually not even the correct one. I should have looked at that first. Okay. Okay, it's near one of these. Should be fine as long as we stick near them. We'll just check both of these. That should get us our secret. That one was down there. That means we're probably gonna want to go to this little cliff side here. Yonder. That's probably going to give us... Yeah, I see it now. So if I don't worry about, I meant to actually go for a different piece switch, but I ended up finding a different one instead, and I almost did not track it properly. So I nearly hit the wrong bench. That would have probably cost us dearly. Okay, looks like these probably, yeah, they destroy our helicopter, so we need to be careful of them. It's kind of interesting. There's no trails at all on any of the main tracks. Yeah, here's one now in a P-Switch challenge, and it's exclusive to this challenge. Right, well, we're gonna have to go very far around here. Probably easiest to just go around very far, then pop out, and hope that we have enough seed. Doesn't work, which looks like it didn't. Or you can just go a different way. Or you could go left instead, right, too. That could work. We could also start this with a mushroom, potentially. Get a better initial start that might have worked. Okay, let's do this. Let's try doing the, like, between these instead. There we go. That should have put us close enough. That was quite tight, actually, for what that mission was. Alright, I do not need to retry because we get to just end the episode here, because, yeah, it's that time again. It's the time to end the episode time, and now we fixed that problem. So, yeah, our percentage looks correct now. We're more than almost 2/3 of the P-switches are done, and over 2/3 of the Peach medallions are done now. So we are actually making pretty quick progress of this mode. We'll probably be done by the next day, and then it'll be off to just doing Grand Prix and Knockout Tour, which we're now going to be a lot easier thanks to the new changes. I wonder, we'll just stick with the same characters we were using before. No reason to change anything up. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video where, I guess because I want to have more fun, I'm probably gonna use Yoshi. Yeah, we'll probably use Yoshi going into this next episode. So you'll get to see some Yoshi gameplay once again. Or we'll use him again for the ending, so be cool. So yeah, let's quit this now that we know how much we've gotten. And let's see what sticker I guess we can't put on a sticker. The last time I tried to do that, it just reset. But we have a lot of stickers now. Looking at our map now, yeah, it has basically exactly what I expected, so we're doing pretty well. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we continue trying to finish this very massive open world that clearly is this game. I will say at least one thing, the open world is massive. It does feel like it would take a long time to just explore the whole map. And I think that's about right. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue doing that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.